Slurp. Slurp. Coca-Cola. Slurp. Welcome to the We Out Here MMA show. What's up, everybody? Let's dance. Take a Coke and slurp. Take a water and slurp. Get a Powerade and slurp. Drink some cheesecake and slurp. Get some noodles and slurp. Eat some cereal and slurp. Look at Nick's haircut. Didn't wear a mask at the barbershop. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the We Out Here MMA
show.
And soon to be podcast.
I wanted to think that through.
Show and podcast.
Welcome to the We Out Here MMA maybe podcast.
Should we change
show?
the name?
To what? We Out Here MMA what?
Show podcast. Showcast.
I think you just keep it show and then just
Showcast.
Yeah, but I feel like we need to make sure it's eventually they just say not podcast but show, but then in parentheses now podcast. I mean, we just gotta be really on brand with it. What's up, everyone? We're back again. We took a 7-day hiatus, which basically means our weekly show. Nick, how are you doing with that fresh cut?
Not that good actually. People give me dirty looks, and people are mad at me. They tell me to wear a mask wherever I go.
When you're eating
and
turkey sandwich and high protein in a coffee shop,
dude. So, it's cool. Everything's been going downhill since I got this haircut, so I guess it's good.
I will say you do choose haircuts that I feel a fighter would get.
I don't know. What I mean? Honestly, I'm at a point where I don't know what to do with my hair. Like, what do I do? Should I get a perm? I think I'm going to get a perm.
I suggested you grow your hair out longer and do a man bun. You might as well.
Dude, that's like the most fighter haircut ever.
Hey guys,
I'm not a fighter,
Or do what Alex does and do a top fade.
You see right here, I'm going bald right here, bro. It's
man. That's a fade.
It doesn't really look like it's thin at all.
Bro.
It just looks like a good fade,
Like, especially like this angle. See, you can see that it's dark right here, but super light right here.
Hey, you know what, man? I think you look good either way, so that's all that matters.
Hey, I'm lucky I can pull off a shaved head though.
Yeah, you can.
Honestly, I think it would look dope if you. Honestly, this is not a joke. You dye it blonde. I'm not even kidding. It would look cool.
How, bro? There's barely any there.
What do you guys think about my new cut?
I think yours is cool too.
On under this, so it makes you look like you have the messed up hairline because it's.
Are you kidding me? You got punked. It's a wig.
Oh, I thought you had a lot more hair than the last time I saw you.
Wait, why did none of you guys say anything that whole time? I look like an idiot.
I swear, I thought you just styled it weird. I thought you just put your headband on and it was just like holding your hair.
Why do you have a wig that looks like your hair?
And here's the thing. I wanted to see if you guys really knew who I was. And the fact that you
Dr. Disrespect's wig.
It is the 2-time champion. I make millions of dollars. I quit Twitch and went to YouTube. Guys, it's not a gaming channel. Stop talking about contracts. Alex, everyone's talking about your flannels these days. You're doing a little more lifestyle. You usually do T-shirts that have like sports stuff, but you're going a little lifestyle. Why the lifestyle
Alex?
Because I've been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains, and it's super depressing. So I'm hella emo right now, and emo people wear flannels and have blue lights in their room, so it's dark and ominous. And
last week it was purple. This week it's blue. Can I also bring up something?
Go ahead.
We also have a very special guest on the show today. Her name is Cindy.
She can't hear it.
Come meet my friend Alex. You got to bring her over. She has to meet my friend Alex.
She's actually pooing, so that's disrespectful what you did.
Oh.
She's not. Oh.
We heard her. Yeah, she exists.
Guys, let's just get into the fight recap. Yesterday's fight, because we're recording on a Sunday now. Saturday's fight, Hermanson versus Nick's boy, the one and only, his name,
Marvin Vittori,
the Italian stallion. I just want to point out, I love Italian Brazilian coach combos. It's just something about a Brazilian yelling at an Italian guy that looks like he just killed 3 people. There's something nice about that combo. Marvin Vittori won. He beat Jack Hermanson, who actually looked really good too, actually.
Yeah. He broke his orbital bone or something, or his eye socket?
He said he broke his eye socket and his toe.
Is that different than an orbital bone?
I don't know. Maybe the eye socket's like lower, like down here. I
I
don't
don't know, man. This is the anatomy hour with Nick and Alex. How about
I
that?
don't know. All I know is I saw Alex. I just looked. I hope we zoom up on that. He just went. I think the eye socket's right here.
He's like
He
touching
kept poking his
eyeball.
eye. It's just like bleeding.
It's right here, right?
Dude, this guy has so much chicken grease on his fingers. He was eating freaking chicken right before. He was sucking on bones.
Ooh,
Like,
where
Hey, guess
from?
what? Guess what I washed down, or guess what I used the chicken to wash down with? Something.
boba.
No. So I ate something and washed it down with chicken. What did I eat before?
Rice and beans.
2 churros.
Whoa! Oh, this guy does dessert before the main course, huh?
I had churros
Okay.
and washed it down with chicken and broccoli and
How was that?
avocado salsa. It was bomb.
Okay. It has nothing to
What's
do
your
with the
go-to
fight.
order?
What?
What's your
Stop. What the heck is
Order El
happening?
Pollo Loco.
My go-to
Come on.
order is a 4-piece meal. If I could, if you can go in person, I always get all thighs because they're the juiciest and nicest. Then I get their mac and cheese at El Pollo Loco, kind of slap low key. So I get.
Do you like
mac
white
and
meat,
cheese.
Not
Not so much.
Yes.
He
So
just said he
nobody should
likes.
like
He
white
just
meat.
said he likes all. He got all thighs in a 4-piece.
I just
Come on,
want to
bro.
know his stance on white meat, and I just want that. That
That's
was
why
a
when I go to-
question.
that's
That's what I learned that from you, Gilbert. You're the host. I learned from you, and I'm probing questions. Come on,
why
dude.
when
You're not proud of me? Come on.
When I get Hawaii chicken or whatever it's called, I get all dark meat, bro.
Hawaii
you're talking
chicken.
about- I think
With,
he's
like-
talking about like plate lunch, like grilled teriyaki.
Oh,
No,
I
like
see, I see, I
cluck
see.
to go and shit. I get the
Oh,
fucking
high knees.
yeah. So,
Hawaiian, dude.
He said Hawaiian
Oh
chicken.
my god, dude.
Hey man,
Is
stop
that-
calling it Hawaii. I'm so angry. I'm gonna put this on.
We gotta have a wig episode. We all just get our own wigs because I have some wigs hanging around here somewhere. I just gotta find it, you know.
Ooh.
Oh fuck! I'm the only one without a wig.
See that, guys? Alice is looking for a new mic for Christmas. So in the
The
comments
Shure
below,
SM7B. Buy it for me right now. Thank you.
all the people in the comments combine all that money. How much does that cost? Like $900? I
It's a
don't know.
$400 microphone, and then I need the cloud filter, which is another
Ugh.
150.
This guy. Anyways,
Anyway, let's go to
Right.
fight recap. No cap.
Cap.
Nick, your boy.
Alex first. You, Vittori won. How do you think he looked? And can he compete with the top 5, or is he still need a couple more before he gets there?
I thought he was gonna win this fight. I said I thought he was, and he looked real good for coming on. He would remember he was short notice. What's his name? Jack Hermanson was
Yep.
training for originally Darren Till, so he
Mhm.
was already training for a fight. Darren Till fell out, and then Holland went in, and then that. So I mean, he did have a bunch of change of opponents, but he had been training for a fight.
Sure.
Marvin wasn't really training for a fight. I don't believe so. So he looked good, honestly. And then when Marvin fought Izzy, he looked good. That was a close fight, I thought, from what I watched and remembered. So I think when he called out Paulo, I think that's actually a really good fight. I think
Such
he's
a good fight.
I think he's a Paulo Costa with just better head movement, to be straight up.
Interesting. Nick, I know you. I think you had Marvin as well, right? Winning that fight.
Yeah, that's my
Uh,
boy, dude.
So your boy, he said Paulo Costa. Who do you have for Marvin next? What do you think is a good movement for him in the middleweight division?
Well, I feel like there's nobody else, right? Because he beat the top four guy, which was Hermanson. So I think classically, it would either make sense for him to fight a Whitaker. That'd be a fun fight too. But I think Costa is the fight that I would love to see. I do think he is the cleaner version of Paulo Costa. Like, it was funny because as I was watching this fight and I was looking at their builds, I was thinking the same thing that Alex just said. I was like, man, he's very similar to Paulo Costa, like physically, but I feel like Vittori has been overlooked for a while. He's been a guy that nobody wants to fight. He was low in the rankings.
16,
Not much
right?
upside. Yeah, not much upside to fight him and beat him. So now he finally got that golden opportunity, and look where he's at now. He's talking title shot soon in the next
Hey.
1 or 2 fights.
They had a picture too of him after he fought Izzy, right? And this is how close it was, and you even knew Izzy knew how close it was. After the fight, Marvin's like hands up, like yeah, screaming after the fight when they ended the round. Izzy's walking away like,
I lost.
so like yeah. So that's how close that fight was. And I personally thought it was close too. So I think that's good. I think they can build off of that because if he can win his next fight, then they can give him to Izzy. It's a rematch. That was Izzy's.
Mhm.
I think that's the only fight that Izzy didn't finish.
Yeah.
Or I guess Yoel. I mean, he didn't finish Yoel, but that was One of the most.
That was a
annoying
weird
fights
one.
ever.
Yeah.
That fight was
But-
so weird.
Yeah.
Take that
but
wig
I-
off, man. It's bothering me.
He's
No,
it's
good,
bothering
bro.
me.
Marvin Vettori's really good. What's good is that they ended up going to the ground too, where Jack Hermanson is really good, and he was able to survive and get out and control on the floor too. So
Yeah, man, who would I give him? I don't know if I would go with right away giving him Costa because he just fought for a title. And well, he was 16. He beat 4. I don't know why. No disrespect to Hermanson. I never thought of Hermanson as number 4. I don't know why my mind never connected those.
Yeah,
that
I
number.
felt the same way too.
It is hard for me to connect that. It looked fine. Looked great. Would I want his body? Probably. But like,
Okay, weird thing to say about him.
sorry. I thought you guys asked. Someone asked me that. I don't know. I don't know. One of you guys did. But I would say give him Jared. I like Jared for
Yeah,
that.
that's a good fight too. Jared Cannonier.
So you're giving Jared someone. Okay, cool. You can beat him. He's lower ranked than you. Here's a comeback fight, but you're also giving him Marvin a step in competition. Also, someone that was really close to fighting for the belt. I like that. I say give him Jared.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that would be the case if he didn't have such a close fight with Israel.
Who?
If
Marvin?
If Marvin got like destroyed by Israel, then I would say, all right, then you have to give him a guy like Cannonier. But I feel like since he has such a competitive fight with him, I think
Costa, wow.
he should abstract. And I think you're wrong, Gilbert. How about that?
yeah, because he's gonna beat no matter what. Because I'm looking at the rankings; they haven't updated yet. But Jack Hermanson was 4, Yoel Romero was 5. Yoel Romero is taken out, and he just beat number 4, so he's gonna be top 5 no matter what. So I mean, yeah, he could literally fight Jared.
Who is he?
Cannonier
Who is he
or
jumping?
Paulo Costa.
Who's on that list? Who's he? Because he's 16. Who is he actually jumping?
Bro, honestly, too,
Everybody.
listen to who he's jumping, and honestly, he can. I personally think he beats almost every single one of these.
Give me some.
Chris Weidman's 10, Uriah Hall's 9, Kelvin Gastelum 8, Derek Brunson 7, Darren Till 6, and then Jack Hermanson, Jared Cannonier, Paulo Costa, Robert Whitaker, Izzy.
Or
Yeah, you give him Till. You give him Till.
Yeah, Till. Till's a fun one.
Or if you want something like a cool elimination thing, 2 hot streaks, you give him the winner of if Kevin Holland wins, you give him Kevin Holland too. And that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
But if
here's
I'm Marvin, I'd say fuck the Till fight. I'm going straight to the top 3.
Here's because if he can go to Costa and say he beats Costa too, like then
No denying him.
Izzy and Marvin, the only 2 people to beat Costa, right? They had a super close fight. It would just build that fight up even more. Be like, look, we both beat this guy. I thought I beat you. I think it builds up a better fight. But Marvin's really good. I think he's gonna be up in that title mix. I mean, because like I said, the only people that I could see giving him like real trouble is probably like Robert Whitaker and Izzy, obviously. But I think he beats like a Jared Cannonier. And honestly, I've always been a Paulo Costa fan. Remember, I was going for him and Izzy. I think
Yes, you were.
I think Marvin beets Paulo Costa because
He
of
looked
his head
really
movement.
good that night, man. He looked
His
so
head
good in
movement,
his
he's
last
so
fight.
slick, bro. I think that's
Last
gonna last night. I think that's gonna that's literally what's gonna make him win the Paulo Costa fight is him having better head movement.
Yeah. Man, you guys
Dude,
really
that
on
wig
this. You
is
guys are
tripping me out.
okay.
dude.
You guys are really on this. Look, you
Bro,
guys are really
his
on
wig-
it.
I didn't
Dude, you
even
look like Teen
realize you
Wolf.
had one on, bro. That looked like your no more hair to me.
And that hurts me because that looks so fucking stupid. I look like a Jackie Chan from the 90s. And the fact that you thought this is like, you thought this is my hair is almost insulting, Alex. And guess what? You're excluded from Boba for 3 months. You're excluded from the Boba.
Your hair looked like Jackie Chan and Mr. Nice Guy.
Like straight
That's
up
what
when he first got
that
in
photo
here,
up,
I was
Nick.
like,
I gotta pull it up.
I didn't even like when I saw his hair when he first came in here. It wasn't even like a thing to me where I thought like, oh, his hair looks different. Like while you were talking and I looked up while we were talking about hairs, I was looking. I was like, oh, I think Gilbert has his headband on. That's the first time I thought about it.
Guys, well, I guess there's one thing we agree on is that we didn't tell what my hair looked like, and we all thought Marvin did great in that fight. What a waste of time.
Oh my god.
We're the worst. That's why this can't ever make it to live TV, guys.
We have to do it.
All right, guys. Moving on. You guys are really quick. You guys are really high on his head movement. I thought he got clipped from a guy that was kind of slow. So I don't know what you guys are talking about. I understand he had head movement, but come on, that's a far stretch. Better head movement than Paulo Costa.
Well, Paulo Costa
That's what
don't
Alex.
have head
That's what
movement,
Alex
bro.
said.
Paulo Costa don't really have head movement, bro. He just eats shit. And here's the thing.
Let him know, Alex. Let him know.
Marvin started getting touched towards the end of round 3. And he even came out saying, I'm not going to lie to you. At the end of round 3, I started feeling exhausted. Remember, he took the fight on short notice. So, like, yeah.
Gilbert.
And then he came back round 4 and 5 to fucking do work the whole time. So
That's true. But Hermanson also came out fire at one point, but then kept getting clipped like over and over, which is kind of funny. All right, guys, moving on to our next fight of the night. Man, OSP getting taken down by Jamal Hill. I call him Daddy Longlegs. That guy's arms were just like, ah-pa, ah-pa, ah-pa. All he had to do left was a Justin Gaethje backflip, would have been over.
Ooh.
Nick, how did you feel about Jamal Hill? I guess you throw him up in more competition at 205.
Man, I thought OSP. Well, OSP looked good, so good in his last fight before.
He always looks good.
Yeah, man, and like every time I always do this with OSP. Every time I bet or pick OSP, he always loses. Every time I count him out, he always makes me look like a fucking asshole. So you know what? I was rooting for OSP. I thought he was gonna get the W, but Jamal Hill looked good, man. Like he looked real good, and he looked composed that whole fight. He had great combinations, put a lot of pressure on OSP. So, dude,
John Jones.
That guy's gonna be pretty tough. Yeah, give him John Jones next.
Alex, you like what you see from that 8-piece combo?
Yeah, no, I thought no matter what, Jamal Hill won. He looked really good. I mean, I think there might have been like his OSP missed weight. I feel like that's like the first time he ever missed weight at like 205. So maybe there was something going on that we don't really know because
injury or something.
Because last fight, like when Nick said last fight, he looked like he was about to be running for the title here. So
yeah.
I was like, holy
that's what
shit.
I thought too.
So and then you know what, Jamal Hill's good, but he's never like. I mean, he looked good this fight, but he's never like impressed me like crazy. So I mean, it's a real good win for him. He looked good. He finished him. I wonder if there was something going on with OSP that a lot of us don't know, because like that's the first time I ever seen him miss weight at light heavyweight and shit like that. But Jamal Hill, that's good. I think he has a lot of tough tasks coming up for him though, because he beat OSP. He's gonna get a bigger name, and when he gets one of those people up top, it's gonna be a really hard task for him.
Yeah.
He has Volkan Oezdemir, he has Yuri, he has all those people, bro. It's gonna be hard.
I also want to give a shout out to another fight that occurred on the main card. Gabriel Benitez versus Justin James. He got the knee of death. So everyone out there saying knees are stupid. Knees are the best thing ever. If you get them on the liver, people die in the streets. And then also the KO that everyone's talking about, freaking Jordan unassuming Levitt. Body slams Matt Wyman.
Dude, that guy is a character, man.
Dude, I saw him. The first time I saw him was on the Contender Series.
That guy is fascinating.
Dude, is Alex, are you okay? Your eyes watering.
Everyone's like,
I know. I'm copying you because you're frozen like this.
I'm not frozen, am I?
Yeah. Oh, you're freezing again.
All right. But yeah, Jordan Levitt. I think he was on the Contender Series. He knocked out. Did he not? Oh, he submitted, right? He got a submission in the Contender Series, and now he KO'd someone. I mean, the guy's weird, but dude, I think that's what you need to be in the UFC. Is like get finishes and be weird, like be a character, basically.
I think he's like really into like Shakespeare. I think he's really into like theater. You know, he seems like
super smart. Like
he seems like he's way smarter than I am. And I feel like he's like really into philosophy or some shit. You know, that's what I would imagine from a guy like him. But like man, DJ. Like he's just a very unique guy, you know. But that KO was crazy. Because usually when you see a slam KO, it's always like from like pure brute strength and like a really weird position. But the fact that he did a frame across his neck and then used that to slam him, I've never really seen that before. But man, it makes sense. It's very like he's on a different level. Obviously, there's something about him. There's something I want to see more of this guy. His splits that he does, he's an interesting cat. So
yeah, it's like watching a light-skinned black Yoshi. I'm gonna do a split right now.
And then he kind of like, well, you know, it was making his butt cheeks bounce and stuff. I was into that. I was like, let's see more of that.
Like, damn, he double cheeked up on a Saturday afternoon.
And he wearing tights. Come on, I'm in, dude.
No,
But
yeah,
he's
I
fascinating.
liked him though, because from when he fought on the Contender Series, when you're watching him like talking shit, you're like, bro, this guy looks like like a little nerdy
He's
guy,
really
right?
nerdy. He's like DJ kind of.
And then he
But
went
like
out
on
there.
another level.
He's like now he's what I think 9-0 or 8-0. I think almost
Yeah.
all of his are finishes, like submission finishes. This was a knockout finish. Yeah, man, he's real good. What I liked about that too is when he went in for that shot, which was a real good shot, he picked him up, right? And his corner, he's like, bring him here, bring him here. So he starts walking. He's like, where are you? Where are you? I don't know if you heard him say that. He's like, where are you? And right when he found out where they were is when he did the frame and fucking slammed him on his head.
That was crazy.
I was gonna
The way
say,
he
is
went
that
out.
legal? Is
Oh.
that legal? I get confused sometimes about
It is.
slams. About like,
Yeah.
okay, so you can hold.
You
'cause he put
can't
his
you can't
forearm-
drop them on top of their head, I don't believe. You can't
You
spike
can't
them.
like spike. You can't like do a pile driver.
Isn't it also legal if the guy's letting go and you're still holding him? Is that legal?
There's like a.
You know what I'm talking
can't,
about?
Like, purposefully, you can't purposefully like slam somebody on their head. I think so.
Yeah.
Like if they're in a submission or something, and they're able to let go, or something like that. Oh, that's the rule. If they
Let go.
are able
right?
to let go of you and they don't, and then you slam them, that's on them. So what he was doing, he was wrapping his legs around him. He was thinking about like unlocking his legs, but he just was kind of chilling and waiting a little bit. Which in my head, I was like, dude, like
let go.
unlock your legs, you know?
And
I think
also that
everybody was screaming that.
Also, that
Yeah, I
frame
was.
Alex was talking about. That frame, like it looked like he almost put the forearm on the throat, which is like Jesus.
He did. That's what he did.
Oh,
Yeah,
God, that's terrible.
And it's everybody that was watching that was probably thinking like it was a really, I don't want to say dumb, but it was a really bad way to get knocked out. It was a very high risk and low reward for whatever he was trying to achieve. But
Yeah, you
you
could
can
have
tell
just
he
like
was
let go, right?
Yeah.
he was trying to, but I think he in his head he didn't think he was going to, or he wasn't going to be able to do so properly. But I don't know. It was just an odd selection of choices that happened.
Look, you're not him, and you'll never know. Alex, there's something in my ear. This is the WOH morning news show in the evening. First piece of news, we talked about this fighter earlier on the show / podcast, maybe. Yo Romero released from UFC. I'll be honest, guys, I'm a little confused about this news. I thought he retired. I didn't realize the UFC. Yeah. Is there a difference between release and cut? Alex, are you familiar with that? What happened? Maybe explain to the viewers and myself.
Release, I believe, is like you and your management come onto an agreement to get released from your contract.
Like Anderson Silva asking to be released.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
it might be a similar thing, right?
Yeah. So, but like getting cut means like you're in the middle of your contract. The UFC doesn't want you anymore, so they just leave.
Get out of here, leave.
Yeah, basically, like you lose, like you don't meet your end of the agreement almost, so you get cut from it. But I think with Yoel's instance, is because he still had 2 fights. Yoel is a big name. They were probably just looking at like statistic wise, Yoel's probably never going to get a title shot again, even if he wins, the top. His management and them probably talked, they released him, but I don't know. It could be like the same exact shit. I feel like it's hard to choose a difference from cut and release. But I just feel like when people get cut, it's because they lost 3 in a row. They're not good, so they get, cut from the UFC. And then
I think that's about right, Alex. I think you're spot on with it. I support you 100%. Not you, Gilbert.
Well, Nick, do you think it makes sense then to cut Romero? Because then, like, say, like, he's not going to be a champion. Don't you want to keep a name around? Kind of like how you've kept other past fighters to put them on headline cards, someone everyone knows. Give a younger fighter like Vettori a fight or a win, gets a big name on the resume, build them up. Like, what would be the point of cutting Romero? Unless it's like behind the scenes shit we don't know where he's causing issues. His manager's causing issues.
I think he probably wants to get released. I think that's probably one thing. And the other thing though too, it's like Yoel is in a weird situation where nobody wants to fight him. You know, like if they would have to get to the title without fighting Yoel, I'm sure a lot of people would be like, yeah, I'll take that route, because he's a really tough fight. No matter who he's going to fight, it's always going to be difficult. There's always a chance, high risk. low reward probably, you know. So yeah, and he's getting older. Like what I think Dana White was saying, that he was like he hasn't won a fight in the last 5. He was only won one in the past like 5 or 6. So yeah, man, I think it really is just him just not wanting to fight for the organization anymore. Maybe he wants to do some other shit. Maybe he wants to fight Jake Paul, dude. Who knows?
I think it's the
mean-
title. I think he knows he's not gonna get the title fight again.
Yeah.
So we talked to probably manager and the
Or he
UFC
might go to PFL, right?
Yeah, and
Go
just be
get $1
like,
million
look,
bucks.
we know we're not getting a title fight, so like, can you just release me so I can go fight elsewhere? And I'm
For
sure
money fights.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they'd just probably be like, yeah, we'll release you then. Here, we'll release you off your contract.
Well, wow. Speaking of him getting released, also 60 other people are also getting released in the UFC this month, which I thought is a normal thing to get cut, but I guess you guys were telling me earlier before the show, they haven't done a cut this big in a while. So that's pretty nuts. So let's just play a fun matchmaker / Dana White game right here. Oh, both of you, give me your top 3 fighters you would cut right now. Go.
Nick, go.
Ranked in the top 10.
Ranked in the top 10.
ranked in the
You know,
top
if
10,
you're
okay.
if there was you had to cut 3 fighters in any division, they're just like, we gotta clean house, but we can only take the top 10 because there's a gun to our head. Go.
Yeah, I don't top 10. Okay.
And I'm gonna give you the division right now. Right now,
division.
we're gonna do the we're gonna go light heavyweight
Oh man.
That's I feel like that.
because that's
man,
easy.
hey.
I'm kidding. You go featherweight. We got a lot of fighters there.
Featherweight.
Yeah, because we have a lot of hot fighters. So you gotta.
Get rid of Yair, dude.
Oh, you keep him. He's golden. That guy's gonna be champion. I love that guy.
I don't know if he's gonna be champion. He just got suspended for ducking USADA.
Cut.
You hear about that?
Oh, cool. Let's just jump to the next news story. Cut
Well,
3 fighters in the top 10 of the featherweight. division.
featherweight.
I'm just curious if you guys think the same. Go, Nick. You go. Say your first one first.
Let me go first. Let me look at the list really quick. Let me look at the list.
I can
Awesome.
go first.
Go, give
Alright,
me your
go, you
first
go
fighter.
first.
One fighter.
Jeremy Stevens.
Wow.
No.
That's it. He chose, but it's hard. The top 10 to choose the top
Yeah,
10.
it's hard.
That's a sad one because he's a vet. He's big.
But that's my
runs-
point. He's older, and he's gotten close to the title, but he can't get there. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's so hard to hear. Maybe Joe Rogan should tell him.
I say my pick is Yair Rodriguez.
That would
I
be
don't-
my second one as well too. You had to
Why?
cut Yair.
If I have to be in the
Why?
145
Because of
in the top
issues?
10.
Listen, they cut him already before because of the issues with him trying to book him a fight. Then they re-signed him, and then now this shit with USADA, bro. They should just
Yeah.
cut him because there's always issues. There's always issues, and I'm not too big of a fan, to be straight up with you.
Especially the
Wow.
way you hurt my guy, Korean Zombie. That hurt my feelings.
Yeah, but just the way he acted and shit, like just the way he
He
acted.
represents Arizona, bro.
No, he doesn't.
He's he doesn't. You're so-
Yeah, he does. He walks around with the
Yeah.
Arizona flag.
No, he don't. Well,
He's from South Phoenix.
He's
Alex.
from South Phoenix, dude.
He can take that Arizona flag.
He
right
has it
the
tatted
fuck
on his
off.
back, dude. Oh.
All right, Alex, give me another one.
Does Yair count then or no?
That
Yeah, your counts.
We're doing
And
6.
let's-
No, we're
Let's
all,
do welterweight. Do welterweight.
Oh yeah, one fighter from welterweight now. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, so we get you're gonna choose 3 different weight classes. My first one, so the one I would cut in the top 10 for featherweight would be
Jeremy Stevens, and then Nick said Yair.
That's so mean, dude.
All right,
that hurts
so
my feelings. You said
welterweight top 10
Jeremy. That you had to get rid of.
Hamzat.
Tyron Woodley.
Whoa!
I thought
Wait,
you
right
said
off the
Leon.
wait,
Leon.
Tyler Woodley right off the bat. There's
Bro,
who's
same boat as Yoel.
wow.
I mean, he hasn't won a fight. He's 3 down right now.
I'm just thinking business guy. You throw him to someone else that basically.
Bro,
get
and
it.
here's
Who would you make Tyron fight
Hamzat.
next
Neil Magny.
to build somebody else up?
You got to build. You know, we're going off script. Okay, he said Tyron Woodley. Nick, go welterweight.
Nate Diaz.
He's not even in the
No,
top
he's not
10.
even.
Is he?
Stop.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong rankings. Then I'm looking. He's number 6 on this.
What is
this
Nick
one.
looking at? Top 10 a paintball match.
No, just go to the UFC website and go to rankings.
I know. What are you looking at these rankings? Nick's like looking
Uh,
at Nick's looking at
Leon-
Eater's top 10 restaurants in LA.
Tommy Burger.
Tyron, it has to be Tyron, bro. He's
Yeah, I
he's
think
0
so.
0-3 right now, bro.
Yeah, you have to.
0-3.
And like bad fights.
All right, so you guys are both going Tyrant. Okay, go Tyrant. All right.
Who
and
would
then,
you go?
Do you think I have a list in front of me right now? Do you think I have a list?
All right, what's the last weight class?
Give me lightweight. I'll do this one with you guys.
All right, lightweight. I'll go first. So top 10, who would I cut? It would be
Diego Ferreira. Who I haven't seen that guy fight in a while, have I? I don't even.
He has a fight coming up again. I think.
Ooh, lightweight.
Oh, he's actually on a tear.
Yeah. Oh, I got mine.
I got mine.
I got mine too.
All right,
Here, let me look
and
at mine.
I'm actually a fan, but I like Quinta.
Quinta, same.
If I had to choose somebody
Yeah.
to cut from the top 10, it'd be I like.
I would say I'd even go back to Paul Felder even on that.
Obviously, and I would cut Conor McGregor too.
No, Alex would cut Conor. He doesn't care about the money. He would cut Conor McGregor.
Oh
I care more about the sport, and he holds it up
Wow.
so much sometimes. Even though it's like a bittersweet because he's helped the sport like a shit ton, but also
Bro.
when he's in these divisions, he like fucking
That's true.
clogs them up, bro.
does
and
clog
it's
it
just
up.
When was
annoying.
what was the last division he clogged up?
Lightweight and featherweight, bro?
At the same time.
Yes,
No, dude.
bro.
He was making history, dude. He was making
fighting
history.
Mayweather because that makes any sense at all.
Him being the double champ was history, bro. Come
Nick,
on.
give me your lightweight.
Come on, dude.
Give me your lightweight. You can't say Alec Quinta. You can only say Conor McGregor or Tony Ferguson.
I was gonna literally say give a hot take and be like Tony Ferguson. I was gonna say that. But I mean, you can't cut him though. You can't cut him.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
even cut.
He only
You
lost
can't.
one fight
Yeah, you
in the
can't
last
cut him.
like 15.
I would
fights.
say cut Khabib because you're just playing games with everyone. That's what
He's not playing games with nobody, bro. You don't want to fight. All right.
tired.
Dana
I'm
White
tired
don't
of
wanna take
Eagle.
the belt from him.
Sick of hearing about Eagle MMA. All right.
Hey, but want to know who I think they're gonna be cutting in this 60-man cut? I'm just making a
who?
guess. I think they're gonna cut Mike Perry
Oh yeah, that's a good.
honestly,
that's a good call. I think they would
because
cut him.
Dana White doing this with like Anderson Silva and Yoel.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised, and this is crazy. I would not be surprised if we see Donald Cerrone get released too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I think
shit.
I think you have a good point. I think you're actually going to see bigger names get cut.
Like
It's-
older guys. the
It's
older
kind of like the
dudes.
UFC as a company. It's really older guys, but also contracts that are big number fights where you have to pay a lot of people because they're
Diego
also
Sanchez too, right?
Oh yeah,
Dude, 'cause
Diego
they,
Sanchez.
They pay
yeah.
him. They literally pay him almost 70 grand a fight because he's
That's
Diego
true.
Sanchez.
And the
think-
other thing though too is like when you get a guy like Diego Sanchez fight, it's not that he puts on good fights. It becomes a meme. You know,
Yeah.
like people like it
Watching
becomes
just
like
to make fun of him.
yeah, you know, which is kind of it sucks because it becomes a spectacle. But I feel like the UFC might be like, you know, fuck that, or we can't put our name and attach it to anything like that because now they're on the greater stage and it also kind of it's a bad look, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the
Guy
sport
like
right now,
Michael Perry,
right?
Yeah.
They're the sport. Like they're the first ones to do it, so they're such a big thing. And you know, even Bellator's taking that kind of stance of where they're not signing the old fighters anymore. You're not gonna see like they weren't interested in Anderson Silva, and I feel like they're kind of doing the same thing. That's why honestly, when I saw that press conference today and he's talking about cutting 60 fighters, I was like, bro, I think Cowboy might get cut too.
Yeah, you're gonna see bigger names, and I think honestly, a lot of this wouldn't be happening if you weren't in the pandemic. I think honestly, they're
course
eating a
not.
lot of costs too because of all these COVID tests, the ways they're doing things, losing
yeah.
money.
Losing the gate, yeah.
You're right. I think they're gonna cut big names that they're paying a lot of money for, and they're older. That's what's gonna happen.
And
They're
not
getting
winning.
that much yield. Yeah.
I think Tyron's out. To be honest, in the 60 cut, I think Tyron's out. I think Cowboy might get cut. Even though Cowboy's talking about making he's like final run at lightweight. I just don't think they let him do it. Just because he's not. Honestly, I love Cowboy. I love Cowboy Cerrone. He's not beating anybody in that top 5.
You know who's gonna be safe, if any, like in terms of like older guys. If you're a
Wonderboy
heavyweight,
Thompson.
you're gonna be safe. Just because
Yeah.
they need more people to fill that division out.
Like
And
Andre.
right. Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's just get into our quick picks at UFC 256. We have the comeback kid who just came from a pay-per-view, our favorite sushi chef, hairstylist, and also what I learned from Alex the other week, Cattler. I don't know if I believe that, but you said he's a Cattler. I'm going to go with it. He's fighting Alex's cousin, Brandon Moreno, for the flyweight title. Guys, let's just get into it. Sushi chef, or Alex's cousin from South Phoenix? Nick, what you got?
I'm going with my guy Figueiredo. I think I'm a big fan of him. I think he's very dynamic. I feel like he has a tough fight on his hands. I don't think that this is going to be like the Alex Perez fight was still a tough fight for him, but Figgy made it look pretty easy, right, for the most part. So I don't think that's going to be the case with Brandon Moreno. I think he's going to have some challenges with this dude, but I still think he's going to get the W. So I'm going Figgy, baby.
By KO or submission? What are we doing with this? Against?
I think it's a decision.
Interesting concept, Alex. Your cousin or what?
So,
obviously,
I remember I went over this fight a little briefly, like a couple episodes ago or something like that. I really want Brandon Moreno to win because I like him, but I think Figgy's taking this fight.
Figgy takes the
change
fight.
of heart.
Are you sure?
I thought you were for sure gonna go Brandon.
What if I tell you that Brandon is basically hasn't lost since 2018, and he lost to Pantera.
No, wow, you just came up with that at the top of your head, right? You're like a UFC encyclopedia.
Nah, I think Figgy's gonna win. Honestly, though, I do think
he's so hot right now.
I think Figgy's gonna probably finish him. I think probably like a submission, probably round 3.
Guys, I'm gonna have to go with my sushi chef. He's gonna go for knockout, literally first round.
My sushi chef. My sushi.
Yeah.
My sushi chef gonna go knockout. Why? Because he's gonna be like, man, I don't want to get in a battle right now. I'm gonna just go for the knockout. He's gonna finish it.
Once Cody gets there, though. Boy, and lion man.
Yo, when Cody gets those blood clots fixed, it's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I hope that guy's okay, huh? He had like
he's
a
fine.
crazy reaction to COVID.
Yeah,
he's
I'm worried
fine.
about that guy.
He's got great tats.
I have his fight shirt hanging up right there, bro. Cody Garbrandt all day.
All right, relax. We get it. You're
Love so
also a
much
Bobby
love
Lee
to
fan
it.
and a Genius
Next
Brain
fight,
fan.
Gilbert.
Is this the next fight? Let's just call it the co-main event, Nick. Have some respect for it. This is actually the fight I think we're all looking forward to. This is going to be
Hell
crazy.
yeah, baby.
Your boy Tony Ferguson coming back to fight after he lost fights with almost everyone. But guess what? He's fighting Charles Oliveira, the Bronx, who I was so high on since early in his career. Had a couple losses, going back and forth, wins and losses, but I think he's found his groove.
Paul Felder.
Died. Paul Felder killed him. But he's back again like a phoenix, and this is probably the best he's ever going to look. This is his chance to really steal the spotlight, beat Tony, and get in that top 3, and start being in those exchanges with all those names. So you know what?
Tony Ferguson.
I'll say it right now, Charles Oliveira retires Tony Ferguson. I'm going to say it. He's going to retire Tony Ferguson.
This is me jerking off Charles Oliveira because I'm high on him right now.
Oh, guess what? Me and Alex are not doing that, so that's on you.
Oh, come on.
So, Nick, you got Oliveira?
I got Oliveira.
Alex is...
How?
Oh!
You said how? I think he subs him. I think, you know what? I think
you think he's going to sub a 10th planet black belt? Oh my gosh.
I'll say this. I think he hits him. I think he hits him with the calf slicer, bro. Sorry. I just think that's I 100% in my heart think that's what's happening. You know what? I feel like okay, so if I were to break this fight, I would say that this is going to be a pretty tough fight for Charles Oliveira. Tony Ferguson's going to be he's super tough, he's really durable. I do feel like if standing up, I think Charles Oliveira has the advantage, but like the ground game wise, I feel like it's kind of a wash. But I think that I imagine Charles Oliveira's path to victory is him hurting Tony on the feet a little bit and getting in some sort of scramble on the feet. And I feel like Charles can catch him. I think Charles just has more weapons as far as like submissions, you know, and he has more of a path to victory rather than Tony Ferguson. I feel like Tony Ferguson at any time can finish Charles. I feel like if Charles doesn't play it right, he's going to lose this fight. But I'm going to go with Charles Oliveira.
Alex, who do you got?
T-Ferg. T-Ferg all day, baby. I did watch Charles Oliveira's last fight again with
watch his last 3 fights
when he beat Kevin Lee. Right,
that was a crazy.
He looked good though, bro.
I did not see that coming.
His stand up. I know. I thought Kevin Lee.
Stand up, dude.
I thought Kevin Lee was about to smash him straight up, and I'm not even Kevin Lee fan, to be straight up with you. But I was like, dude, this is an easy fight for Kevin Lee. I said that, straight up said that Oliveira was an easy fight for Kevin Lee, and he beat the shit out of Kevin Lee. So, but I think Tony's ground game and jiu-jitsu, I think it's going to keep it a standing more. But I just feel like Tony's so awkward and weird that he's going to be landing some shit on Oliveira. And the only thing that I feel like plays in Charles Oliveira's favor is that it is a 3-round fight. So he can kind of just go all out and not have to worry about 5 rounds with Tony Ferguson. You know what I'm saying? Because Tony Ferguson is going to have energy all 5 rounds. But I just feel like Tony Ferguson finds a way to get it. I mean, Tony Ferguson lost to Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje's a fucking monster. So I just feel like we can't forget how good fucking Tony Ferguson was before that shit. So I think Tony Ferguson wins by like TKO second round.
Ooh, I might go with
that's a good pick.
I'm going to Bronx. I don't know what round, but I see him knocking him out. I don't know why. The Bronx really surprised me with his stand up lately, and he doesn't. I think he's gonna go for
sharp.
it.
He looks
does
very
look sharp.
He looks
and
sharp.
Tony, I love Tony. I've always picked Tony even over Justin Gaethje, but like watching Tony get beat up at the Gaethje fight, I was just like, did he hit that wall where like he was undefeated for so long?
I feel like it just showed the holes that Tony Ferguson has that a lot of people weren't able to capitalize.
And now they're gonna just copy that blueprint. Honestly,
my only thing with Charles Oliveira is he is on a 3-fight win streak, and he did beat Kevin Lee, but the 2 people before Kevin Lee, I mean, he doesn't have the resume that Tony Ferguson has. You know, he beat Jared Flash Gordon and Nick Lentz. Like those guys are good, but I mean, it's just like, you know, Kevin Lee. I feel like Kevin Lee's an on and off fighter. It depends. He's not a consistent fighter for me. He's never been consistent. So
I'm going Tony Ferguson on this one. You guys,
you're so look at this, Charles Oliveira. I will say this: he's coming off. I think he's riding such a huge wave of 7 fights in a row because his career has always been alternating, and I feel like, man, he's really gonna take. He has a chip on his shoulder. It's like 7 fights in a row in that division, and the biggest fighter he's fought is Kevin Lee, and he's not getting any like clout. I think he's really gonna like take this opportunity and just finish.
He can. That's the only thing. So if you just go based off of his fights, the people that he's beat to me aren't the same caliber as the people Tony Ferguson has beaten.
I agree.
So yeah, but I mean, definitely like what you said, he's on a good roll. Now he's actually has his time where he's getting close to that title shot, so he could really show out. If he wins this fight, I mean, he's in line for the title shot. Yeah, 100%.
And I think the reason why people are having probably a little harder time thinking that Charles Oliveira is going to pull this off compared to Ferguson, because like what Alex said, Tony's so consistent, and Oliveira, we've seen him lose, we've seen him win spectacularly, but we've seen him lose really big too. So that's why it's kind of hard for us to be like,
don't say we. It's hard for you.
And
it is because you never know, right? You never know, and it's like what? It's 155. It's probably at a better weight class for Charles Oliveira, but you'd be like, man, Tony Ferguson's probably a big 55er.
My thing too is
I'm still going Charles.
He's lost on the floor. Like he lost on the floor to Paul Felder. Paul Felder's not a ground guy.
He punched. He hurt him.
That's what I mean, though. But like, no. He did. They were just on the floor. Charles almost got him in like 3 submissions. And then Paul Felder's like, "Hey, yo, check this little Irish elbow out." And boom.
And then that's what I mean. He hurt him. He hurt him first, and then he.
But when they were on the floor, he threw the elbow and fucked them up. And I just feel like have someone, Tony Ferguson, on the floor. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I feel like this is a big step up in competition for Tony Ferguson. I mean, Charles Oliveira. Though, I mean, they both beat him. I mean, they both beat Kevin Lee in almost very similar fashion. So. Who knows? It's good. It's a cool fight.
I will say it's really cool to see. It's interesting both their journeys. I feel like I want to say Tony. They both came from. No, I guess Tony came from Ultimate Fighter. I don't think Charles did. But Charles has been in the UFC since 2010.
He has more fights than him.
It's crazy. I just counted. I think it's like 20 something fights. And I always think of Charles like, oh, he's that new young guy in the UFC. But bro, he's 31 now. He came in when he was 21 during when UFC was on. Tony. When UFC was on Fuel TV, he was fighting. That's crazy. All right, guys. Yeah, that's a really exciting co-main event. I'm really pumped for that. I hope the casuals get excited about that. It is the people's man. I agree.
This next one though.
This
next
next
fight,
one.
this whole fight card from top to bottom prelim
is
these are
weak.
They're stacked, dude. This fight fight card is stacked.
Renato Moicano versus Rafael. I think it's Fiziev.
Fiziev.
I'm gonna just put my pick right now. I pick Rafael only because I know him from Tiger Muay Thai, the documentary. He's one of the coaches in Tiger Muay Thai when they do the camps. I love that guy.
Is this Hanato's first fight at 155?
No.
I
think it's his second, and he beat the living shit out of the last person he fought, bro.
Who did he fight? Who was this guy?
John Dodson.
No, I wasn't.
It was Damir Hadsavovic, and then he lost Korean Zombie and Jose right before that.
Yeah, so he went up to lightweight. He's a big dude. He was already a big dude at featherweight. He's a big dude at lightweight.
He beat Cub Swanson and Calvin Kattar. I didn't know that.
He beat Calvin. Oh, he did.
In 2018, so Kattar was still good. 2018.
Ooh.
He's terrible now.
Straight up. I have Renato Moicano winning this, even though Rafael, I don't know how he pronounces it. Is it Rafael?
He's not Brazilian. He's like
Rafael.
He's like Russian, right?
Bro, that last fight was so good with him and Mark DeCasey.
Yes, it was.
That was so crazy.
Renato Moicano is a good striker, but he's also a really good ground guy. So I think Renato Moicano is gonna win.
Say that 3 times fast. Go.
Renato Moicano.
I'll take 3 of those. Thank you. Nick, what do you got? Tiger Muay Thai, baby. Tiger Muay Thai. Let's go.
I got Rafael. I'm hyped on this dude. I like him. You know what? I totally didn't even think about the ground aspect at this point. So
he's gonna get tapped out. Let's
a
be
little
honest.
worrisome. Let's a little worrisome. But Rafael, man, this dude. He's just fun to watch, bro. He's so fun. And anytime, I'm always gonna root for the kickboxer most. Actually, not all the time, but this time I'm gonna root for the kickboxer. So
honestly,
he'll
be fine. He trains BJJ at the one and only Tiger Muay Thai, so he's gonna be dry. He's gonna be great. All right, guys. I love that fight. I'm excited for that. Let's move on to the next fight we have right here. This one is called
Caitlin Chikujian.
Kevin Holland versus
Ronaldo Souza.
No, the Florida Gators. Let's go, baby. We have our boy Kevin Holland. He could be Fighter of the Year because
you already know what my pick is.
I already know what my pick is. So let's ask Alex. I know Alex is not as high on our guys. We are.
No, I'm super high on Kevin Holland. I just think this is a way harder fight for him than Jack Hermanson was gonna be.
Why? Because you think Souza? But look at Souza the past 3 years. Just look at what he's done.
I know. Here's why. Because Kevin Holland does get taken down.
Show me one video.
I mean, I can show you every fight. Buckley took him down. Buckley took him down too.
He hit him with that spinning back kick.
But I just feel like if Jacare takes him down, it's done.
I don't know.
But I really want Kevin Holland to win, but I'm just gonna choose
Sounds like
straight
you don't.
up. No, I'm gonna choose straight up just so I can be for real. I'm not gonna choose with my heart. I think Jacare wins this fight by submission.
All right, before you I know you want to put that in, but let me just say, Jacare lost to Jan, lost to Hermanson, beat already a fading Chris Weidman, lost to Kevin Gastelum, beat Derek Brunson, who hasn't, lost to Robert Whitaker. I mean, come on, man.
Hey, all I'm gonna say, Kelvin Gastelum fight and Jan fight.
Small penis, micro penis.
That's how close they were, bro.
Interesting.
That's how close they were.
Nick, why Kevin Holland? Go. Against a really good jiu-jitsu player. Why?
I think he's really rangy. I think he's going to be just really long. That's what I always say. And I just, you know what? I just feel like
momentum, bro. You like the momentum.
Yeah, momentum. You know, it's like Ronaldo. He's a little older, right? He's been in the fight game for
40 years old.
He's had a lot of hard fights, and this is a young man's game. So I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland.
There you go. I'm gonna go with Holland as well.
Kevin, if you're watching, I want you to win, so please win.
Okay. Hey,
I just
guy.
don't see him winning. I think Jacare wins.
All right, fair enough.
Dude.
Heavyweight
This
fight.
is so mad.
Heavyweight fight. We got JDS versus Cyril. I never know his last name. He's
Gain.
French. Is it Gane or Gain? Gain.
Gainey.
Gani. Cyril Gani.
I don't. know
I'm
how
gonna
to say
pick
it.
first right now. I'm going with the name I can't say. Gani. He fights with Francis Ngannou. I saw him spar. He's undefeated. JDS, I love you. You're getting old, my friend. Also, cut the mustache out. What do you guys got?
Keep the mustache, but I'm going Cyril Gain for this one.
Me
as
too.
well. Young man's game.
Yeah, I think JDS's time is past.
Dude, sad. I remember watching him on Fox win the title.
But
So-
who knows? He could be Andre Arlovsky all of a sudden and not get knocked out anymore. You never
For
know.
like
But
40 years.
yeah, but I think his time is coming up. I think it's
JDS is coming off a loss, right?
Yeah,
He's
got
coming off 3 losses, TKOs.
he lost to Jurkenstrike.
Rosenstruck.
That's
Rosen-
right.
What did I say? Jurkenstrike?
You made it sound. He fought to Jürgenstrike.
Yeah, Rosenstruck.
Bro, he lost
Yeah.
to Francis Ngannou. Fair
Curtis
enough.
Blades.
Curtis Blades, and then Rosenstruck.
Yeah,
Strike. It's a tough
knockout.
one for him. Unless this fourth fight's like a comeback, like I gotta win this, do or die. Or you know what? After this fight, if he loses, he might get cut.
He's gonna get cut if he.
That's
loses this fight.
crazy to cut the former. It's almost
He'll
crazy to
get
me to
cut.
cut champs. It is
Man.
crazy to me to cut champs.
You know who they
I
might
was thinking-
cut too? Chris
Who?
What?
Weidman. Chris Weidman.
Who's he fighting there right now,
No one. But bro, he was on the biggest losing streak and he barely beat somebody. His
They-
last
Yeah.
fight. He didn't
Dana-
lose.
Almari Akhmadev.
though? I still think.
Akhmadev.
I think though Dana, kind of like how he always had a heart for Tito and
He didn't
Chuck.
have
It's
a
like
heart for Tito, did he?
sorry, Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, I was about to say, what the fuck? He
But-
hated Tito.
Hey, do the celebration right now. And you gotta run around.
Bro, low key, I used to love that shit when I was a kid. I used to like
No,
reenact it.
Alex loved this one, the South Phoenix one.
Nah, fuck that. I was never a fan of
The
Tito,
South
even
Phoenix
when I was a
bad
kid.
boy, Tito Ortiz.
I was never a fan, dude. I even got a mohawk because of Chuck Liddell, bro.
Dude, you look like you're about to form a mohawk right now, straight up.
Wow, when you talk about my balding,
Yeah, I said
This
it.
dude's wearing the Tito Ortiz shorts right now. The red fire
the
ones.
flames. Yeah, I think I have Dana. I just have a hard time seeing Dana cutting like I don't know, like
They
the
need to,
former
bro.
champs though. It's tough.
Hey, why do you hate
That's-
Chris Weidman so much?
Yeah,
They
what is
need-
your deal?
I don't know, but I just feel like they know.
I don't know.
I don't know what my deal is.
They just know, like, all right, it's time for us to keep. No, I don't want to say young because there is a lot of older guys winning, but it's time to get rid of these guys that we're just keeping around just because they're big names.
Like
and people
respect?
know 'em. Yeah, I mean, I think they're kind of done with that point. They know it's a sport and they know that they need to keep the sport growing and all
Yeah,
that type of
'cause-
shit. And it's just like these old guys go in there and get their shit rocked, and then we bring them back for 3 more fights. It's like, all right.
Yeah,
Their shit right. Like Chris Weidman's last fight. It wasn't that fun of a fight to watch.
Nope, wasn't good at all.
We were cheering for him though.
We were, but it wasn't good.
I
It
was
wasn't
going for
like-
Akhmadov.
It wasn't like high level. You weren't going like, whoa, this is like elite level. It was kind of like, oh no, uncle.
It looks like, oh man, they should stop fighting.
It looks like, oh man, Chris Weidman is not even gonna get in, be able to touch the belt ever again. So,
That's sad, man. We're really this depressed Alex is putting everyone down. Damn.
We're a bunch of jerks, huh? Chris Weidman's gonna kick our asses.
Let's talk about there's so many fights to talk about. We'll just touch on some of them really quick. Just give me your picks. Cup Swanson coming back after, basically stopping the hype train of Gracie.
Gracie.
And he's fighting Daniel Pineda, I think it's his second stint in the UFC. He actually fought back in the day and is back again. Who do you got, Alex? Quick pick.
I got Cub Swanson.
Nick the Ear, who you got?
Cub.
Pineda?
Cub.
All right, so me and Alex will go
Curb.
for Cub Swanson. Nick will go with Daniel Pineda. All right, guys. Next fight, we have Mackenzie Dern, and then don't sleep on this girl, Verna Jandaroba. She won her last 2 fights. She's the one that, come on, look, click her. We both picked wrong, and she won the last 2 fights. Dude, she submitted. Think about this. The lady wins.
Ticonderoga.
So
Oh,
who-
that girl. Yeah, nah, fuck that. Mackenzie Dern winning that shit all day, bro.
Wow. Who you gonna pick? Who you gonna pick? A Brazilian or a fake Brazilian?
I think Mackenzie Dern, bro. Mackenzie Dern's striking's getting better. Her
She
ground.
looks good right now, bro.
Stop with the striking. Look, just striking. Have you seen her throw punches? Come on.
She's getting better. I said, bro. I didn't say she's good. I just said she's getting better.
You can say that for anybody.
No.
You can be
because
like,
Burn.
Verna is not winning, dude. Rob Schneider Jr. is not winning. That's all I'm saying.
wow, just because it's not Amanda Ribas.
Hey, remember?
I just pulled the picture and I'm like, yeah, she do look like.
No, she does. She's beautiful.
That's the
I love
meme.
her.
Remember the meme? That
I know it's the meme. That's why I brought it up.
Hey, also, I want to make an announcement. Amanda Ribas just posted today she has a boyfriend, so fuck that shit, bro.
Oh, so now he's all about
Break them up. Break
Bro,
them up.
I say,
Break
I
them up.
think Al's new crush is Verna Chandaroba.
That's
Where's
a
she
hard
from?
pass for me,
Is she
bro.
Brazilian?
Brazilian, she's Brazilian, dude, and she's a good. She's gonna tap out Mackenzie Dern.
No, she's not. Bet anything she's not.
Okay,
Dang.
me too. You're right. I go Dern.
Gil's going
Dern.
Taekwondo. Taekwondo.
Can't even say her name. All right, next fight. I'm looking at the Wikipedia for this. I don't know why it says TBD, so I'm guessing she's out. But I thought it was Tisha Torres versus Angela Hill.
She is. They are fighting.
No. So
Ooh!
Angela Hill-
Beep, 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 beep. Alex, hit us with the news.
Angela Hill posted today that she has COVID and she's not fighting this weekend.
Aw, man, this was the one fight that I was like really hyped for, man. On the prelims, this is the fight I wanted to watch.
Are they? I thought have they fought before?
Yeah, this was a rematch.
wanna see
Did
this
Tisha,
rematch,
did
bro.
Tisha win the first time?
Honestly, I don't remember, but I know it's a rematch for sure. But yeah, Angela Hill, I was just on Twitter and I saw her tweet saying that she got COVID and she's not going to be fighting next weekend. So the Tisha Torres fight is off.
Bro, the Angela Hill fight, Tisha Torres, that was the first fight they both had right after Tough. That's crazy. That was 2015. Jeez, we're old. All right. Is there any other fights you guys want to give a shout out to from the early prelims? Roberson, Carl Roberson. You guys like Carl Roberson, right? Because he lost to
he'll be
Marvin Vittori.
Oh, right here.
Chase Hooper's fighting.
Yeah, the first fight. Chase Hooper and Peter Barrett.
Wait, who's Chase Hooper? Is that the one that looks like Ben Askren?
Ben Askren.
His son, yeah.
Got it.
But hey, so here's my thing on that kid.
What's his deal?
He really needs to get his striking down, and he needs to get stronger.
It's good.
No, it's not. His striking
know, it's
isn't
bad.
good, and he has really good ground game, but he's one of those people that he just needs to get stronger. He doesn't, especially at featherweight, bro. He doesn't have the strength for all that shit, and then the striking,
All that
he
shit.
just really needs to work on that. Honestly, this Peter Barrett guy is probably gonna
Smash
beat him
him?
up on the feet, to be straight up.
Wow. Wow, guys. Nick, do you have a shout out fight, or do you also shout out that Chase
I was
Hooper?
gonna say Chase Hooper, and then my boy Li Jiliang. So that's the only two I was gonna
Oh,
shout
yeah,
out.
Dwight Grant. Dwight Grant, the guy that got the luckiest decision over Alan Joban, even though Dwight Grant knows that he lost that fight.
Damn, why you so angry, dude? Don't be handy.
Because my boy Alan got robbed on that fight.
He just
Al-
fought, right?
Alan's gonna be
Alan just
fine. He does commentary and he's good at it. I like
He's
him on
hot.
the desk.
He'll be fine.
No, not anymore. He changed.
He
changed.
changed his face.
And then, I mean, just to start it off, last one I know is going forever, but the
No, go ahead.
Gavin Tucker versus Billy Corlatino guy, that's actually going to be a fucking good fight.
Why
They're
is
both-
that? I
Billy
don't even
Quarantillo's
really.
legit.
Yeah.
Is he the submission guy? Gavin Tucker?
Yeah, I believe Gavin Tucker's like the black belt guy, right? Yeah, in Canada. Yeah, he's 11-1, bro. Yeah, I believe that's going to be a good.
Billy Q.
That's going to
This
be
is
a really good
no.
fight.
This is a good one because even Billy's record's kind of crazy too.
Yep.
He's undefeated in the UFC, so that's not easy to
Real
do.
good fight right there. Yep.
All right, guys. I
stack
hope
this fight
those
card.
picks helped you from Alex, Gilbert Acosta, and Nick, the little one ear. Nick, where can we follow you? And tell us a little bit about your academy when that's launching.
You could find me at nicktheear.com. And that's actually where my online academy will be launching in February, early February. So stay tuned for all your fat loss and strength training needs on Nick the Ear Academy.
True,
.com?
.com. Alex, hit us with that Twitch where we can watch you get some 13 kill dubs and carrying that loser Aaron get more than 5 kills. You literally play every day. Also,
Yeah, dude.
where can we
Also,
follow you, Alex?
Just LIFFGODD. I want to show you something.
Please do.
Look how big they made DC's character, bro.
Oh no, dude.
They just made him fat.
Yo,
Bro.
that's fucked up.
Hey, why they do my boy DC
Why?
like this,
I love
bro?
his traps are like,
He doesn't look like a human being, bro.
yeah, it looks kind of
He-
stupid.
He looks crazy.
I like how
That's
they
not a
give you
real person.
they give you another head, the one that has a smile, just in case.
They also give you a belly. Like they formed a belly.
And hands. They give you hands.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, that doesn't even look like a real person. What are they doing over there, guys?
Alex,
Come
what's
on.
the question for the day for the audience?
If you were gonna have an action figure of yourself made, would you make it to where you can move your arms and legs, or is it gonna be one of those ones with the buttons in the back where you push it and they go like this?
There you go. The question we've all been wanting to hear and answer. We love you so much. Follow us at We Out Here MMA. I am Gilbert. Make sure you follow me on Tiger Belly and all your COVID needs at Gilbert. We love you. Peace.
You say that every time I listen to that.
I could tell that you
Do I?